Today's mission-driven mindset moment comes from the book of Sam, chapter 3, page 48. And the quote reads, "Anything short of clarity results in random acts of improvement. No consistent, cohesive commitment to effective practice exists, meaning some staff members engage in it and others opt out." And here, in this part of our book, Tom and I are talking about envisioning the I, that visioning pillar of the PLC process, of the mission-driven building process that gets so much short shrift. But I'm gonna take this little segment and just use a couple of quotes to kind of drive the point home. One of the architects of the PLC process, a friend and mentor, God rest her soul, Becky DeFore, always reminded us that clarity precedes competence. I'd worked with a 50-year teaching veteran out of Missouri, and one of the things she pulled me aside and shared with me was, Ken, the more ambiguous we are, the less accountable we have to be. And then I always use this little quote, we about kids is not a mission. It's not enough. Envisioning the I involves painting a clear and compelling picture of the school you seek to become. And rather than just sum it up in a quick statement that sounds like the mission statement with the word vision shoved in there, at our school, we created an actual day in the life and then dovetailed actionable behavioral collective commitments required to bring that vision to life. And that's the part we're missing all the time. Our collective commitments have to be more than we're going to keep kids first. We're going to do what's best for kids. It got to be behavioral, tangible, measurable, high leverage commitments. And the more clarity we have around them, the better results we're going to get. The challenge with our work is clarity does precede competence, but clarity doesn't necessarily precede tons of action, and clarity doesn't necessarily precede great intention. And my point is this: we've got tons of activity and we've got tons of great intention going on at our schools, but it's not all moving with laser light focus in the same direction, the competence part of it. And so we've got to have clarity around collective commitments. We've got to have clarity around those aspects of our shared mission, our compelling mission that cannot be negotiable. I mean, things that have to be in place, things that are embedded in the culture, a mission-driven learning for all culture. We have to be clear on those things, which again leaves tons of room. You're going to hear me say this over and over, tons of room for creativity, autonomy, and innovation. But we've got to have that clarity. And one more reminder from Becky DeFore: clarity precedes competence. If you'd like to download a copy of this video, follow the link in the post.